are you? Today I brought you a recipe for a sweet treat with just 2 ingredients that you are definitely going to love. For those of you looking for a healthy, low-carb option to eat every day, with no sugar, no milk, and no flour at all to get it just right, you are definitely going to love it. This recipe is great if you are in the process of losing weight, if you want a healthier lifestyle, or if you watch your carbs. Whether it's for your health or to control your blood sugar, you're going to love it. It's very easy to make, so stick around until the end because you won't want to miss it. Before we start, I want to ask you if you usually have a sweet treat during the week or if you save it for the weekend. Do you have a sweet treat for dessert or as an afternoon snack during the week? Let me know in the comments. And what city are you from? Where are you watching from? I'd love to know where you're watching from. Remember, to get the ingredients, just check the description. I always list them there with the exact amounts. And while you're at it, if you can, go ahead and like the video. This shows YouTube that you like and trust my content, and it's super important to me. The first ingredient I have here is my chocolate. This chocolate is 70% cocoa and dairy-free. So another interesting detail is that this recipe is suitable for those who are lactose intolerant, allergic to cow's milk protein, and even for vegans. When chocolate is 70% or higher, it means it has a greater proportion of cocoa. So it will provide more benefits related to cocoa, a lot of fiber, and it's good for your gut, for your well-being, in addition to that wonderful chocolate flavor we all love, right? I'm going to take this chocolate now and melt it using a double boiler or in the microwave. Actually, I'm going to use the microwave, heating it for 30 seconds at a time and stirring because it's more practical. But if you don't have one or don't want to use it, you can use a double boiler. Tell me, how do you usually do it? I'll come back when it's ready and we'll pick up from there. Look, my chocolate is already melted. The second ingredient I have here is avocado. Remember that avocado doesn't really have any flavor. Avocado has a very neutral taste, so it works well in both sweet and savory dishes. I know that in many countries, people have the habit of eating it with condensed milk and with a lot of sugar. So be careful with what you pair avocado with. And this ratio here with 70% chocolate will balance things out nicely, especially since it is already a chocolate with less sugar, a healthier chocolate for you. Avocado is super interesting because it's very rich in fiber, has little net carbohydrate, provides a lot of satiety, and contains ultra healthy fats for our heart, helping to lower cholesterol. So it's an excellent option. Besides being super antioxidant, this darker part of the avocado here is packed with antioxidants, which are excellent for our health and help prevent damage from free radicals. So I'm going to take this avocado and turn it into a puree. And it has to be a really ripe avocado so it gets softer. And I want it to become a puree, really, really smooth, so that when we mix in the chocolate, everything turns out nice and homogeneous and super creamy. I'm going to stop talking so I can blend it. And remember, if you're new here, to subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every day and you're definitely going to love them. So let's blend this now. Look, so it turned into this puree here, and now we mix one thing with the other. I think it's easier to pour the chocolate into the avocado, but you can do it however you prefer. And now I'm going to mix everything really well, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do with this deliciousness, okay? Let me give this a good mix until it's all nice and smooth, well mixed, really homogeneous. If you want to blend it, that works too. By the way, speaking of blending, if you wanted to blend the avocado in a blender or food processor, that works too. It really depends on the equipment you have, right? Tell me how you're going to do it at your place. I'm going to transfer it to this baking dish here, and I lined it with plastic wrap around it because later I want to unmold it, and I think that'll make it easier. If you don't want to unmold it and cut it into little squares, you don't have to, okay? So now I'm going to transfer our mixture. I'm going to smooth it out and I'm going to put it in the fridge. When it's nice and firm, I'll come back so we can cut it into squares and try this delicious treat. Look at this texture. I just took it out of the fridge. I'm going to loosen it from here, cut it into pieces, and I'll be back with it ready for us to try. Look how cute it turned out. I cut it into little squares, into cubes, a real mousse. I'll show you the texture. Make it at home. You're going to love it for sure. Look at this. Look how amazing. Make it at home. You're definitely going to love it. Look, I'll show you here a forkful so you can see this texture. Creamy, wonderful. Can you believe it? Just 2 ingredients. Look, make it at home. You're going to love it. And don't forget to like the video. I've already told you how important it is to me. And share it with someone you know will like it, with someone who needs it. Let's spread this chain of kindness together. That's what I want here on the channel. Let's try it. It melts in your mouth, and it's pure chocolate flavor. Delicious, just the way it should be. Make it at home. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.